I see something up ahead, a gigantic stone monument just off the road, rising up against that full moon.
Praise to Pangu. That's the Temple of Nugua. I knew it was on this route, but it's been a while.
The mother goddess Nugua has a temple dedicated to her.
Of course she does. Bow you dunderhead. Every god has a temple dedicated to them.
I don't feel so good.
Hurry. Summon the last of your strength and get into the temple compound. I know how to save you from the effects of that death curse.
Righto. We're here, low, inside the Temple of Nugua's main courtyard. Now what?
Go over to the great altar over there.
Right. What next?
Right, here's the plan. The Book of Eastern Order says that every time the moon is full, the mother goddess Nugua will appear over the great altar in her temple if it is approached by someone who is pure of heart. If that happens, she will grant one wish to such a righteous supplicant. Look up in the night sky. The moon is full. Praise to Pangu. Here we are in this temple, and guess what? You are pure of heart. She'll appear any minute and grant you one wish. When she does, all you have to do is ask to be restored to full health, totally free of the death curse you've been struck with. You understand?
Sounds pretty straightforward. But, why don't we just wish for the sun to come back?
Gods can't grant wishes which affect other gods, including the sun god or the demon king for that matter. Now, she should be appearing at the stroke of midnight. And since I have such a keen sense of time, owing to my extra sharp golden phoenix senses, that should be right about now.
I think I can guess what that is.
Me too. Get down on your knees.
What?
You heard me. Prostrate yourself before the great altar. A goddess is about to reveal herself to you.
All right.
Two noble souls, pure of heart and unblemished by selfish desires, now kneel within my temple. I, Mother Goddess Nugua, have come to meet you.
Hail, holy goddess.
Hail, righteous one.
Rise, faithful supplicants. Through my divine power, I have determined that you both rejected sin and evil a long time ago. In accordance with the holy laws found within the Book of Eastern Order, I will now grant both of you one wish. And then, I will throw you a feast.
Low. She looks terrifying and beautiful at the same time. From the waist up, she looks like a human woman, but the rest of her body looks like a giant snake.
Never mind that, Bao. Just make your wish.
Noble travelers, what would you ask of me?
Ah, Mother Goddess Nugua, maker of human beings, pardon me, a humble human warrior, who is but dust and ashes in your sight. I have been struck with the death curse of an evil ghost. I beg you, from the bottom of my heart, to restore me to full health and to banish this unnatural, perverted enchantment from my frail body. This is my only wish as I stand here before you.
I hear your wish, Boshu, son of Yichu. And yes, I know who you are.
Merciful goddess, venerable grandmother, help me. Even now I am dying.
Peace, young man, my beloved grandson. I will grant your wish immediately. Prepare for me to work my magic.
This is it, Bao.
Gone, gone, filthy curse, obey the call of holy verse, such is my holy righteous cry. Thy bow should live instead of die. Be well now.
Burr, how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm not sick or weak anymore. I actually feel healthier and more energetic than I have in my whole life.
Oh, hooray! You're cured! The holy magic of the Mother Goddess saved you.
Lo, the phoenix!
Hail, Mother Goddess, I wait upon you.
Lo, my faithful servant, you too are pure of heart, and stand before me under this full moon in my lonely temple. I will also grant you one wish.
Oh, Holy Goddess, I dare not impose.
Nonsense! I foresee that you too will have a mighty destiny, just like young Bo here. Make your wish humble, little bird.
Oh, what an honor, my lady. If it pleases you, I wish that, in my greatest hour of need, you will put an enchanted song in my mouth, which, when I sing it, will save me from whatever great sorrow has befallen me in that moment. Thy will be done.
Asking to save your wish for later? Oh, you are a wise, shrewd bird, dear Lo. I will grant it.
What a clever wish, Lo.
Wish, wish, stay your hand, be on your guard throughout the land. Give Lo the bird a graceful song to use against some evil wrong. Bless her now.
Oh, I feel wonderful. I feel so happy.
You feel happy because your story will have an ending which is happy. It is my will!
Oh, joy. Oh, joy.
Indeed. Now you two be whole.
Incredible! A gigantic feast has appeared, spread out on a table over there. All sorts of cooked, delicious food, ready to eat. Right there. And he came out of nowhere.
I promise you, Bo, my young friend, when you've been in the service of the Mother Goddess for as long as I have, you begin to get used to this sort of thing.
Bo and Lo!
Hail, Mother Goddess.
Hail, Mother Goddess.
Sit down and eat until you are nourished and refreshed. Then take a long sleep. When the moon is gone, continue on your righteous quest. Now I must go. Farewell, noble heroes.
By Pangu. Is this a dream?
Wow, smell that roasted lamb and those fried, seasoned vegetables. Do dreams have smells in them?
Ha! I guess not. Let's eat, Lo.
Let's. The Mother Goddess is good indeed.
That was a wonderful meal, and I was glad to get a good night's sleep.
Yes, the gods give and take away. Last night, the Mother Goddess gave.
Takeaway. Lo, can I ask you a question?
You may.
How did my father die?
Why do you ask me that?
Because you're the only person who knew him while he was alive who could possibly know. My mother didn't know, or at least she didn't tell me if she did. All I know is that my father died on his quest to rescue the sun some 20 years ago. But what killed him?
It's time you learned. I was the friend of your father's who told your mother that your father's quest had failed and that he had died. You see, I was sent by the Mother Goddess to accompany your father on his quest.
But how could my father have died on his quest if someone as wise, courageous, and powerful as yourself was helping him?
That's just it. I didn't help him. I betrayed your father. I abandoned him after we had a violent argument. Of course he died without my magic powers to help him.
Alright, hello.
It's my fault he's dead, Bo. If it's gone along to get along, if I hadn't gotten so impatient with him, if I just tolerated his ego and his pride for a few more months, he would be alive today.
Lo, you can't say that. Nobody is allowed to know what could have been. For all you know, it was the will of the gods for him to die and for me to complete the quest. You can't despair. You have a second chance now. And for what it's worth, if none of what you just told me had happened, I may never have become friends with you.
You're sweet.
Thanks.
That's one thing you don't have in common with your father. He had a hard time getting along with other people. He had nerves of steel and an icy heart. But you find it easy to get along with others.
Thanks. But I know my father and mother loved each other passionately. No icy hearts there.
Fee. Indeed. For what it's worth, I think your father was a happier, more agreeable person before the sun disappeared. And he had a fine singing voice. But hard times can make even the best men go sour.
Indeed.
What was that? A voice coming out of the darkness.
I heard it too.
Murderer, filthy, perfidious, wretched animal. Murderer and fiend.
I know that voice. Father, is your ghost visiting me again?
That's not your father's ghost.
Avenge me, Bo. Slay my betrayer. Strangle her with your bare hands.
Don't listen to that thing, Bo. It's a trick.
Who dares assume the form of my dead father, defiling his memory with such unnatural sorcery?
Who dares defile my memory by letting my killer live?
Killer?
Yes, that treacherous, vile bird spirit.
Listen, stranger. I don't know who you are, but you're most certainly not the ghost of your chew.
I never asked you anything, Phoenix. My concern is with the boy.
He's not a boy. He's a man.
If you really are the ghost of Yi Chu, then why did you call Lo an old friend who would help me on my quest?
I did no such thing and never would. The filthy bird spirit deceives you.
Liar, you told me to my face as you stood before me in the house you built while you still lived, that an old friend would come to help me on my quest.
You're caught in a lie. Phantasm. You can drop the act.
Yes, this pathetic attempt to rattle us is obviously a cheap ploy which the Demon King is sending against us. It won't work.
Who do you believe, boy? Your own father or a total stranger whom you might as well have met yesterday? The man who raised you, or this backstabbing false friend?
Ha. That's funny. Ha 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 ha!
Bo?
Ha 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 ha
Bo?
ha ha!
Why are you laughing?
Because this stupid ghost thinks that I knew my father when he was alive.
Have you lost your mind, boy? I know you better than you know yourself.
That's how I know for sure that you aren't the ghost of the real Yi Chu. I never knew my father for a single day while he dwelt in the land of the living. He died before I was born, you idiot. Who wrote this script you're reciting? Certainly nobody who ever met me.
The Phoenix, she has poisoned your mind against me. Kill that feathery witch before she leads you to your death.
This is getting really old, False Year, or whatever your real name is. I don't want to even know, honestly. Hello.
Yes, Bo.
Work your magic. Conjure up a spell which will force this foul apparition to leave us.
It will be my pleasure.
Don't listen to her. Help me, son.
Ah, shut up.
Gone, wretched ghost. I fear not you nor any host, you spiritual reprobate. I make you disincorporate.
Music in silence.
You know, I'm beginning to wonder. Do weird things like this happen to heroes on quests all the time? Or is that unusual?
Hear ye, hear ye. This meeting of the court of King Gong, god of water and lord of all demons, is now in session. His infernal majesty King Gong, seated on his mighty throne, will now receive visitors within this royal hall to whom he wishes to grant an audience.
Harold, what is the first item on today's agenda?
Oh, your infernal majesty, a report from one of your demon spies.
Tell the spy to approach.
Verily, spy, approach.
Hail, your infernal majesty.
Bryce, infernal spy, give your report.
Almighty King, even now a hero named Bochu and a bird spirit named Lo the Phoenix are marching toward the shores of the Eastern Sea. According to my weeks of spying, they intend to use magic to travel to this very fortress, kill you in battle, and free the sun god from his prison in your castle's dungeons.
there will be order in this council. Almighty King Gong, your response?
It was plainly a foolish decision to ignore this bow and this low until now. The smart thing for me to have done would have been to rise up out of the ocean, march over to where our other spies reported that they had stopped at the Temple of Nugua and killed them there while they slept. Hiring that ghostly imposter to waylay them was a complete waste of time, and since I love dining on the souls of heroes so much, I'll have to think outside the box.
Oh, great. There he goes about souls again.
Well, your infernal majesty, what do you propose we do about these two heroes now that they have almost reached the Eastern Sea?
Why we do what anyone does when a dangerous threat arrives unexpectedly? We run away.
Well, here we are, at long last. The Eastern Sea. Our view of it from this ridge is very beautiful, even in the moonlight.
It will look even more beautiful in the sunlight after we complete our mission.
You still have faith in me? In us? That we will complete the mission and not just one of us will live to tell the tale?
Oh, don't say that. We'll probably both die.
What?
You heard me. We'll both die in a spectacular final battle with the most evil being in the world, but we'll complete the mission before we expire. That's my best guess. Sounds pretty happy, doesn't it?
You don't like being an immortal bird spirit very much, do you?
I wonder sometimes what it would be like to be a human being, yes. But I have a job to do, Bo. And that job is to make sure that you do your job. So go. Be a man. Let's do our jobs.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am. It makes me feel old. And I'm not old at all. Not with him. He is my perfect equal in soul and spirit. To be a human and not a bird.
All right, we're here. I've officially stepped into the waters of the Eastern Sea. Now what?
It's time to assume your demigod form again. Remember, you can survive underwater and not freeze to death in that form.
Is it cold at the bottom of the ocean?
Cold as ice. Remember, the Demon King makes his home at the bottom of the Eastern Sea. Wherever there are many demons, things always get icy cold. That's why there was a blizzard raging in the Red Mountains when we bounded across it. In the springtime.
But that makes no sense. I wasn't aware that demons possessed such powerful magic. Magic, which is overturns the laws of nature, I mean.
Magic has nothing to do with it. Whenever the forces of evil are strong and powerful, the laws of nature begin to break under the strain. Evil is totally antithetical to anything just or natural. So you're not going to be able to reason with someone as corrupt and perverted as the Demon King.
Nah. Another day, another happy thought. Fine. Sing the Song of Power, and I'll get ready to transform. My spear is ready. I am ready. Do it. Sing.
Verily.
Godly life in the skin, noble youth who hates to sin. My talons on the Son of Man, I sing with all the might I can. Magic power of the gods, come help us overcome the odds. Our cause is just, we're pure of heart. Now help us both to do our part. Good you, fantastic strength, if only for a certain length. This day of ours, may it be one. Oh noble gods, thy will be done. Amen, 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 amen.
I still think your music is the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Low.
Do you feel the change coming, Bo?
Yes, Hangman. Yes. I feel the fire in my stomach again.
Keep steady, Ball.
Yeah. I know. I know.
What do you see those two doing over there, Infernal Spy?
Quiet, Jane. I'm trying to concentrate.
Fine, Infernal Spy, I'll be quiet.
Alright, Jane. He's transformed. I see him. That man, Bo the Hero, now stands 18 feet tall over there, further down the beach from us, holding his great spear.
Our king's whole plan is nuts, if you ask me. He doesn't stand a chance against those two, especially with no army. His obsession with heroic souls...
Shut up, Jane. It's time to execute the king's plan. Oh, rats, they see us. He's coming for us. Get ready.
Come out, wretched demons. I see you both hiding behind that large rock.
Oh, noble human heroes, spare our lives, please.
You have 10 seconds before I skewer you both. Is the Demon King in his castle?
Yes, most certainly. Noble hero, noble bird spirit, please go and slay that maniac.
What?
Yes. As soon as we, the fine, upstanding demons of this locality, heard that you two powerful heroes were on your way, our courage deserted us, and we all mutinied against the Demon King.
Please. You can't expect us to believe such a ridiculous story. Tell the truth.
He speaks the truth. We demons couldn't possibly defeat you two, but King Gong is determined to hold out. Even now, he lurks in his castle waiting to make his final desperate stand. You, Golden Phoenix, look to the southwest of here. What you see?
But Pangu... I see with my extra sharp eyesight hundreds of demons fleeing in a mighty panic, running out of the ocean and heading into the plains.
See? Us two honest demons are telling the truth.
What do you think, Bo?
I don't buy this for a minute. Something's wrong.
Indeed.
Oh, noble heroes, spare our lives, please.
For the love of... You two, scram. It doesn't matter where you and your fellows go. We're still going straight to that blasted underwater castle, no matter what any of you lot do. Goodbye.
So they're not simpletons. They suspect our king's trap.
Our king's trap. There's no way this is gonna end well for any demon.
Enough of that talk, Jane. Their fate is sealed the minute they enter the king's castle in a fight beneath the waves of the sea. The god of water will always win.
All right, Lo. We've walked down to the bottom of the Eastern Sea. And now, here we are, standing at the gates of the Demon King's underwater castle. Zounds. It's huge. How are those enchantments you worked doing?
The enchantments are working perfectly, Bo. We'll be able to communicate and remain powerful together as long as we maintain physical contact.
Right. Are you firmly secured to my shoulder, as usual? The two of us standing deep beneath the ocean doesn't bother you?
I'm fine. Bo. Pay attention. It took us a solid hour to walk here, and you only have 3 hours left to use your demigod power.
Right. Let's do what we came here to do. I've got my bow and arrows and spear ready. Ahem. Demon King Gong, I know you're hiding in that castle. I challenge you to a duel of honor for the life and freedom of the Sun God.
This is your plan? Just walk up to the castle and pick a fight?
What else were you expecting me to do?
Point taken.
You hear that?
Yeah, I think you got his attention.
Heroes, I see you have come. I have heard you and I will.
Finally. Heads up, Gong.
Music and silence. You just shot me with a magic arrow. You're supposed to fight me in a duel of honor.
I'll save the duel of honor for someone whom I respect. What in the world have you done, O Demon King, to earn my respect?
Perfidious fraud. You're no hero. All this arrow you shot me with burns my heart.
That's kind of the point of shooting somebody in the heart with a bow and arrow.
This is not the end for us. I will have your soul. Such are the final words of Gong the Demon King.
Well, I guess the Demon King is dead. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Please tell me that just shooting him with your enchanted bow and arrows the minute he came into range was your plan all along.
The gods have plans, the demons have plans, kings have plans, emperors have plans. I don't.
Is he wise, a fool, or a hero?
Honestly, the idea only came into my head after I finally came face to face with that idiot. I wasn't even sure it would work. I'm just glad that the magic which enchanted my weapons allowed me to shoot a bow and arrow underwater at all.
This was too easy. That giant half-man, half-serpent god of water who kidnapped the sun god just got shot to death. That's it?
Trust me, I'm kind of at a loss myself.
Let's just get into that stupid castle and look for the sun god. He's probably in the dungeon.
Verily. Zounds, we've been wandering for at least 2 hours. This place is a maze.
It's typical of demonic architecture. Demons purposefully build their fortresses and castles to be like this so that intruders will get confused and accidentally reveal themselves. Demons have great memories so they can afford to pull stunts like that.
That sounds a lot wiser than I otherwise would have given them credit for.
That's because it is. Demons get all their ideas and tactics for doing anything from the Book of Demonic Order. They'd be lost without it.
But wouldn't a Book of Demonic Order have been written by a demon?
It was written by Dijun, god of the East. When the world's nations and peoples all began, Dijun thought that every nation and people should have their own book. So he wrote a book for the humans of the land of the Yellow River called the Book of Eastern Order. And he wrote a book for the demons called the Book of Demonic Order.
Yes, Dijun, god of the East. My grandfather.
If you live to tell the tale of this whole adventure, I'm guessing that Dijun will be paying you a visit to listen to that tale sooner or later.
I'm looking forward to it, Lou. Wait. Wait! There's somebody over there. At the end of this great hall we just walked into. Sitting at a desk.
Ready your spear, Bo.
Already done.
Ha. This man slew the Demon King. What could harm him now?
You there. Who are you? State your business. I see that you are a demon. So count yourself my enemy.
Oh, don't mind me, good sir. I'm just a humble demon clerk. It's my job to make sure things run smoothly around here while His Infernal Majesty is unavailable.
Your Infernal Majesty is dead as a doornail. I shot him in the heart with a magic arrow.
That is most irregular. We demons hardly ever have a king die while in the middle of his reign. He usually retires after 20 years or so and appoints a successor. This is going to require a lot of paperwork. We'll have to call a worldwide congress of all the top demon leaders. What a mess you've created for us, sir. What's your name?
Bo Chu, son of Yi Chu. I am a warrior, and I'm here to free the sun god.
There's that ego again. He's a hero and a fool. And a man.
I see. Well, you will be happy to know that. According to the Book of Demonic Order, you are perfectly entitled to do so.
What did you say?
I said that if you really want to free the sun god from this castle's dungeon, you may. The Book of Demonic Order stipulates that the Demon King is entitled to kidnap and hold prisoner anyone he chooses. But that such a kidnapping victim must be set free if the kidnapping Demon King in question dies or retires.
Why in the world would the god of the East write such a rule in that book?
I honestly do not know. I'm just a clerk. Now, would you two like directions on how to get to the dungeon? As the castle's ranking administrator at the moment, I am obligated to give such directions to visitors.
Thanks.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes.
I am not aware if any other Demon Kings ever did this, but the late King Gong cast a magic spell a long time ago so that if anyone ever killed him in battle, the killer would immediately be struck with a death curse if that killer set foot in this castle.
What?
I'm fairly certain you heard exactly what I said.
Not another death curse. So I'm going to die?
Yes.
Not possible. Bo here is currently in demigod form. He is totally impervious to magical attack while in that form.
I think I know the applicable rule for that. If the late King Gong's magic spell works the way I think it does, then it will seize upon his killer the minute the killer becomes vulnerable, if he is still in the castle, that is. I believe you implied that young Bo here cannot remain in the form of a demigod indefinitely.
Pangu, preserve us!
That is correct. I think I have one more hour until I will be forced to change back into human form and go into a deep sleep for 52 hours in order to replenish my energies. If I don't go to sleep, I'll die.
You have 30 minutes, Bo. Not to sleep for 53 hours. We've got to get out of here.
But we've also got to free the sun god.
You know, young Bo, your bird spirit friend is correct. You could survive and not die if you leave the castle right now. You might even be able to swim all the way to the surface of the ocean and not drown in the middle of transforming back into a human. The sun god would still be imprisoned. But I'm sure your phoenix companion could cast a magic spell to keep you afloat on the surface of the ocean until it's safe for you to wake up. you wouldn't even be in danger of freezing to death, given the fact that about 95% of all of this region's demons have left the area. This ocean is in a subtropical climate.
The answer is no, by Pangu.
No, you say?
You heard me. I knew from the beginning that I might have to sacrifice my life. My chances of survival by the plan you suggest are minuscule. 30 minutes isn't enough time to do all that. Much better anyway to die heroically than to die a coward. Cluck, show us where the sun god is imprisoned and do it now.
Alright. I'll do that. Please follow me.
Paul,
Yes, Lo?
I don't want you to die. Let's leave this place.
But Lo, you said so yourself. We have a job to do. We always knew that death was a possibility. A probability, even.
Yes, but I don't want you to die. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend too, Lo. But I'm a hero. You tell me yourself what a hero's lot is. Extra suffering. Remember?
You're right, Bo. You're right. Let's go save the world.
Is Bo going to die? What will happen to Lo? Is this the end of our story? No. The story is not over. Keep listening. Find out what happens next in Part 4 of Son of Ye, Son of Pangu, available next month at bolostudios.io and also on YouTube and Spotify. For Son of Ye, Son of Pangu is an audio drama by Levi Sweeney and Bolo Studios. Show your support for good stories by supporting Levi Sweeney on Patreon. This audio drama and all its content, including but not limited to characters, storylines, sound recordings, and music, is protected by copyright law. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or use of this audio drama or any part of it without the express written consent of the copyright owner could result in legal action. For permissions and other inquiries, please email Levi Sweeney at info@bolostudios.io. This audio drama is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents are either products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events, locales, or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. No animals, goddesses, or demons were harmed in the making of this audio drama. All scenes depicting harm done to supernatural beings were simulated.